Children, let us go through chapter number 17, Pollution Preventive Measures. Now we are already clear with the definition of pollution, that it is the contamination of the air, soil or water by the discharge of any of the harmful substances. Now what is the prevention or where it should be taken? Now the prevention of the pollution, ideally it should be done at the source where it is generated, at that level only. Now, this can occur when the raw materials and the water, energy and other resources, they are utilized much more efficiently and less harmful substances, the toxic substances, they are eliminated from the production process. Now, what are the preventive measures that we can take? Like there are several listed here in the book: carpooling, promotion of the public transport, no smoking zone, restricted use of the fossil fuels, saving energy and encouraging organic farming. Now, first of all, let us go through the topic of the ambient air quality standards in India. Now, it refers to the condition, the quality of the air that surrounds us in the outdoors. National Ambient Air Quality Standards, they are the standards for the ambient air quality which is set up by the Central Pollution Control Board, CPCB. Okay, now this is nationwide. Now, CPCB was given this power by the Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1981. Now let us go through the main functions of it. Like first of all, listed here in the book is to advise the central government on any matter that concerns the improvement of the quality of the air and the prevention of the control and abatement of the air pollution. Like whatever the matter regarding the pollution it would be, and how it could be prevented out, how it could be controlled out. That advice it would be given out by the CPCB to the central government. Then the next one, it says to plan and to be executed a nationwide program for the prevention, control and abatement of the air pollution. Now a proper plan, it has to be devised, and then nationwide the programs that would be launched out to prevent and to control the air pollution. Then the next one, it says that to provide the technical assistance and guidance to the State Pollution Control Board, like whatever the guidance or whatever the support, technical support it was required, it would be readily given out to the State Pollution Control Board. The next one, it is to carry out and sponsor investigations and research related to prevention, control and abatement of air pollution. Whatever the necessary steps that would be required and the for the research that is related to the prevention and control, it would be readily given off. Then to collect, compile and publish technical and statistical data related to air pollution. Whatever the matter it was required with, to collect it all, then to compile it and then to publish it, all the support it would be given. And then to lay down an annual standards for the quality of the air. Then the mandate, it would be provided to the CPCB under the Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act, that will empower it to set the standards for the quality of the air. Carpooling, it means car sharing. Like say for example, instead of going on to the in the private vehicles that is owned by the individual, if one of the car owners, he can pool in his friends, 3 or 4 friends, if they are going at the same place of working, then it would reduce the number of the cars, and plus it would also cut down on the pollution. So this is what is meant by carpooling. It is environmental friendly and sustainable way to travel for the shared journeys. Then we have the promotion of the public transportation system. Now the private vehicles, they can be put to a stop, and instead the public vehicles like the trams, buses, trains, they can be encouraged for people to use them, so that the traffic on the road, it could be avoided, and it could also help to reduce down the air pollution. No smoking zones area, it could be announced by the government, where people they cannot smoke, only the smoking bars they can go and then they can smoke there. This is to reduce the passive smoking, and it can also reduce the risk of the heart diseases, cancer. Alright, so into the zones where no smoking zone it has been announced, then people they have to take care. Then we have the restricted use of the fossil fuels. Oil and natural gas as the fossil fuel, it should be stopped, and the other alternative methods like the wind energy, turbine energy, alright, solar energy, battery operated systems, they could be thought upon to reduce the carbon emission, so that the threat of global warming is sorted out. Then we have the saving of the energy. Now this is the way that the individual they can help reduce the pollution by conserving the energy. CFC products, it can be replaced with these substitutes, and some of the products it should be banned out by the government to help the environment. Renewable energy resources, they should be thought upon, and the replacement of the fossil fuels it should be taken. Now the another important energy source, that is the nuclear fuel, which could be thought upon and planned and executed upon in a proper manner to reduce down the dependence on the fossil fuels, and hence to reduce down the carbon emissions as well. Then we have the National Environmental Engineering Research Institute, NERI. Now this is under the National Ambient Air Quality Monitoring Work Program. The CPCB, it has entrusted to NERI the work for the monitoring, to monitor the ambient air quality and to develop the long-term database for the urban centers like Delhi, Chennai, Mumbai, etc. Now the last of the concept, that is the encouragement of organic farming. Now, organic farming is a technique which involves the cultivation of plants and rearing of the animals in a natural manner. More of the organic materials, the biological materials, they are used so that the fertility of the soil and the ecological balance is maintained, and pollution and wastage is also reduced. Now, it relies on the ecologically balanced agricultural methods like crop rotation, then use of the organic manure, organic waste, biological pest control. Then we should understand that we require the sustainable cultivation and production of the food for ever increasing population. We just cannot go on feeding people with the different sort of chemicals. Okay, so to reduce the harmful effect of the chemical, more and more encouragement it should be given out to the organic farming. So at the last, what are the key features of the organic farming? First of all, to protect and to maintain the quality of the soil, that the fertility rate of the soil, it should be improved. Then the indirect provision of the crop nutrients using the soil microorganisms, then the purpose that would also help to increase the soil. Then various of the plants that help in nitrogen fixation of the soil, it could be also used. Weed and the pest control based on crop rotation, organic manures, it could also be used upon. And finally, the care for the larger environment and conservation of the natural habitat and wildlife. So this is the way that by encouraging the organic farming, we can maintain, preserve and conserve the soil, because directly or indirectly we are all dependent upon it. So with this, we finish the chapter.